How's it going, everybody? It's Robin here. Namaste, peace, love, and light. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising. So I'm here to talk to you guys about what the real matrix is. That was the purpose of me starting this channel. I guess just a little bit over a year ago. Okay, so talking about the matrix. And I have had some questions for me to start back at the beginning. So the real matrix, you guys, and if you have not seen the movie yet, the original one, I really highly recommend that you watch it, okay? Because I believe even Keanu Reeves says that it is a documentary, not just a movie. So anyway, the matrix, the 3D matrix, where most of the collective on the planet live right now, is a fear-based control system on a psychological level. So if you guys follow me or any other tarot card reader, there's a card, it's called the Eight of Swords, and it shows somebody in a prison of their thoughts. Okay, so that's kind of more an internal thought prison. So the 3D matrix is external, and it presses people into a certain behavior. So I'm here to remind you guys that no matter what stage of your spiritual awakening you are in, you can have sort of representatives of the 3D matrix come in and try to rattle your cage, okay? And I am having a similar experience right now, so I wanted to share that with you. But I'm going to talk about other stuff first. So anyway, escaping the matrix, that's what this channel is all about. Escaping the matrix, you have to heal yourself, your wounds, your thoughts, and ascend. Everything is a level inside yourself, okay? It's not going to come from outside of you. You might be part of a collective, and hopefully this collective here on Oracle Rising is helping you in some way to help you get out of that, okay? So I just did a video recently about Hermit Mode. This is triggered by the dark night of the soul. We go into Hermit Mode. That's when most people realize what is going on within themselves, and they start to set limits, and they start to have a spiritual awakening. And then they start to see the foundation of the 3D matrix for what it really is. Okay, so hopefully some of my content is helping you guys stay strong and to really see the matrix for what it is. There's something really poignant in the movie The Matrix when, like, Neo wakes up and he's in that big bubble and he has to sit up and unplug himself, and then he looks around and there's all these bubbles with humans in it and using their life force to run this huge 3D matrix, which is serving, and some people think it's a reptilian race that has constructed the 3D matrix so that they can live like kings or queens or whatever, that they can just sit back and kind of let all the humans do everything for them. And in order to do that, they control them through fear. Okay, so I find that's a very interesting theory. Some people do think it's a negative alien race, okay? I talk about really positive alien races on the channel because I do believe that each and every one of you sitting here watching or have watched in the past, you're a starseed or a lightworker here to help dissolve the 3D matrix and raise the collective. So what's also really interesting is this theory is not an uncommon theory, okay? Years ago, I read this book by Stephen King called The Tommyknockers, and he was talking about the same thing. And I just thought it was a really weird Stephen King concept, okay? And there was a species using humans as very large batteries. And I just thought, wow, that was really creepy. Okay, and I was really young, so I didn't think too much about it. And then after my own dark night of the soul, my own spiritual awakening, I got to see things a little bit differently. Okay, so some organizations that control the matrix are participating in the matrix, trying to hold everybody into this fear-based prison so that you'll behave accordingly. Okay? Behave yourself. Go out there and be a good human. Be scared, you know? I want to start off with banks. You want to look at banks around the world, okay? There is a theory with the Rockefellers, okay? What's going on there with their banks and how they're controlling lots and lots and lots of stuff, okay? So the monarchy, all right? I know a lot of people are fangirling or whatever about the monarchy, but I mean, really? I think tourism would be absolutely fine without monarchy. Please don't get offended by anything that I'm saying. If you feel very triggered by something that I'm saying, I really just want to ask you to go and do a little bit more research, okay? Because I find when something either strikes a chord in a very positive way, it will mean something. Conversely, if something triggers you and you're like, oh, I can't believe she said that, that's another trigger too, okay? There's a reason. It's waking something up inside you. So instead of being upset by anything that I'm saying here, maybe ask yourself, do I really believe if there's some truth in that? And why am I so defensive about something I'm probably not a part of, okay? So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're probably not part of the monarchy system if you're sitting here watching me. But if you are, hello. So the government, you guys, another fear-based organization. It can really vary depending on what country you live in. But I mean, if you look at what the government is doing, you know, there's always seems to be tons of money for war. And not enough money to feed people, put them in housing, take care of them, feed them, you know, did I say feed them twice? You want to look at the statistics that certain countries are investing in the war machine. And what is that all about? I mean, if the government can spend that much money on war, can't they spend it on peace? You know, so it really starts to make you think when you start putting 2 + 2 + 2 together. So there's other institutions. I don't want to get into it, but there's some basic ideas there. But you're also going to be faced with the 3D collective, okay? And if anybody has ever seen that movie Inception, there was one point in the movie that I think is an excellent reference point where they were inside the dream, Leo, and then, I don't know, I'm horrible with names, but he was saying, you know, don't do anything too crazy or too noticeable because the other, like the rest of the population within the dream will start to attack you. And that is basically what it can be like for a spiritual person, for somebody that recognizes the 3D matrix for what it is, and we're evolving and we're sharing this collective of love and light. But the 3D collective, they're going to look at you as if you're something that they just scraped off your shoe. And some of you will be subjected to very like negative vibrations. You could also feel intimidated by a single representative of the 3D matrix collective, or there could be a bunch of them, okay? And I am dealing with an individual right now. So I wanted to share this with you because, you know, I just didn't know what to make of it. I really thought, you know, like, what am I doing to deserve this? Like, I sort of internalized it, and I just was like, my mind was blown, okay? I'm like, why am I in this situation? Why am I dealing with this person? And I really just want to stop and briefly thank my friends Kara and Enrique for helping me through this very challenging point in my time. And I'm not going to elaborate on the situation, but dealing with a very negative person that likes to use verbal abuse and physical intimidation by posturing. Like, I'm not in danger, you guys, don't worry about it that way. And I was really agonizing about it. So, You know that point in your day when you're waking up and you're still sort of half dreaming and half asleep, and you just don't want the alarm to go off? So that's where I was. And then I was visited by Archangel Michael, and he reminded me. He said, you have to stand strong against this 3D matrix representative, because this is not any time for me to crumble, you know. And he really gave me that support. So if you guys are seeing any sort of negativity when you are expressing your spiritual self, when you talk about yourself as a light worker or a star seed, and people just looking at you, or they might be completely 100% offended, try to drag you down verbally or whatever tactic that they're using, really just sort of take a step back from that, okay? And say, I recognize you for who you are, okay? And you are not going to drain me of my energy, of my calling on my spiritual path. I'm a being of divine love and light, and I recognize that you are stuck in the 3D collective, and I will pass. I will pass by you. I will call on my energy body, my aura, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, archangels, Elohim, star races, star council, anybody that you want to think about, you guys. And then you start to feel that power. And I'm getting like goosebumps right now, because I know as I started saying that, and with the confidence in my voice, and I just saw angel number 1144, you guys. I know they're all around me right now, okay? And I know that they're supporting me and guiding me through this. And maybe I needed a reminder. I don't know what the lesson is here. I don't know if there is a lesson. I don't know if I was being singled out and attacked by the 3D collective, but it almost took me down, you know. It was a lot for me to handle, you know. Keep in mind, you guys, spiritual people need spiritual healing too, okay? The healer needs healing. The light worker needs light, okay? So this is why I'm coming to you guys here, because this could happen to you randomly at any time. So you could be verbally attacked, you know. You could be intimidated. So don't lose faith in yourself, and don't let individuals or the collective come and tear you down. Call on your angels, archangels, guardian angels, any other angels that are around, the collective of love and light, the crystal grid, you know, anything that you could think of. And remember that you can shield yourself, you guys, with your energy balls as you go out in the morning, or if you have to go out into the world. I'll show you guys how to do that very quickly, okay? This is using your chi. This is why it's important to keep up a yoga and Tai Chi sort of practice, or, you know, work with your energy, cleanse your aura. Okay, so you take your hands and I clap them together pretty much a lot harder than that when I'm doing it. And you just rub your palms together until you feel heat build up. And then you would just sort of work that energy ball. You should feel it between your hands, and you can pulsate it, and you will feel it. This is your life force. And then you can wash it over your body, and then you can walk out the door. But you can call on your angels, anybody else that is around you, to protect you at any point in time. And then you'll have the confidence. You'll be reminded that, you know, the light workers, the healers, we will be subjected to attack sometimes, whether it's going to be, you know, I just want to like move on from that, but do you know what I mean? So I just want to remind you guys to stay extremely strong in your path as spiritual warriors. I just saw angel number 1414. So I looked up Power Thoughts Meditation Club, meditation or affirmations for spiritual warrior, and ever since I came to the recognition that this is what is happening here, I've been listening to that every morning when I get ready, and it has really like given me the strength. I'm still having 1441. Angels are all around us right now, you guys. I'm still having a sleep disruption, but now I'm empowered to stay on my path. So I wanted to share this with you guys in case you're having that kind of experience. So sending my strength to you, my love and light to you guys. Stay strong on your Lightworker journey, on your starseed mission as you ascend out of the 3D matrix. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. It's a slippery slope and hands come up to grab you. Okay, so stay strong. Love and light. Bye.